project is they have to create documentation. They learn everything you do, you need to create documentation that's usable by somebody else. It's when you make the, and as they learned, when they didn't have documentation, it's like if you make this a core part of your processes, then you will get that documentation. If you just keep going, well, we don't have time to do that, and nobody values it enough to do it, then it doesn't happen. And then there was the other comment from the guy who was like, well, sort of the point, well, I don't know if it's possible to teach people about system administration. And I always find it ironic when people are coming here to a conference full of other system administrators to learn from other system administrators, and yet say, well, I don't know if it's possible to teach people about this, and like you're here so that other people can teach you about system administration issues. Which is sort of my answer to like, well, yes, you can teach people about system administration. It is possible, it does work, and a lot of the argument now is just around how can we do it better, how can we get more of it, rather than, well, is this possible?
Yeah.
It is possible to, would you rather have someone who is completely new and has to sort of go through and make all the same mistakes that you know not to do over and over again? Or would you rather have someone who's been through at least a basic program of, here are what we consider to be the best practices in system administration, and then who already knows not to make certain mistakes,
right,
and has been trained in basic processes that make them, automatically make them better.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good distinction, right? We have this core set of best practices. There are these basic processes that we kind of all know. Like, why aren't we teaching those to everyone?
Yeah. They're like, well, I don't know if you can teach system administration. Yet if you ask any given system administrator, what's the best way to do this? They will immediately tell you. You may get different answers from different people, but everyone goes, no, there is a best way to do this, and this is what it is.
Right.
So, thanks.
Thank you, Steve. Yes.
David Klon, small ISP in Wisconsin. And I actually got locked out of David Blank Edelman's talk. I had to step out for a second and the door locked behind me. And I wanted to come to this anyway, so I apologize. I missed the meeting.
It's cool. I can be second best. It's cool.
Thanks. So I missed the beginning and the bulk of your presentation. But
yep.
I thought, well, I'm going to put a plug in for him, because what he's teaching right now, A Day Over the Edge in System Administration, is not how to do specific things. There's a little bit of that, but it's really more how to just think outside the box and how to use our existing tools for things that you wouldn't have imagined that. And that's what I try to do. I'm kind of a senior level person, and I work with a bunch of junior level folks, and that's what I try to